everyone, this is Mitch, and it is Saturday, August 18th, 2018, here with your free live show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Of course, our best bets always at sportschatexperts.com, so be sure to check those out. You can use our discount code PICK15, PICK15, get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. Got a lot of action going on today. Full card of NFL preseason. Of course, we have Major League Baseball still in full swing. We got the pennant drive. A lot of good stuff going on, so hopefully you guys are on board with it. I'm just getting together the YouTube stuff. Do that, of course, every morning while I have to do this because they don't let me do it ahead of time. But we're going to do probably what we did yesterday, football and baseball. I know some people, they don't like betting NFL preseason, but I believe we nailed our picks yesterday. So, anyways, of course, like I said, 3 free picks. I got, as usual, this is, it's 4:54 in the morning my time. So my email, Skype, texting, everything just blowing up because most people know I'm awake at this time and they're trying to get in touch with me. But we just got a lot of partnerships, a lot of things going on, and that's what all this stuff in the background is. But, of course, this show, all about 3 picks. That's what it's all about. Anyways, let's get to today's free picks. Go to whatever comes up first. It's going to be NFL football. Of course, we nailed our NFL picks on the show yesterday. The Buffalo Bills. We also had the Carolina Panthers. Both easy winners. Really never in doubt. But I gave out a newsletter pick on this. I gave out half the parlay was on the NFL that I did with Craig Trapp, and of course the dog of the day was NFL as well. So we got just a few picks. First game is going to be the Vikings against the Jaguars, and the Vikings looked pretty impressive in week 1 of preseason, but that really doesn't mean much. It just means that the other team, which was the Broncos last week, weren't really working on much. But I will say that Dalvin Cook's going to play in this one, so that just moves the depth chart a little down. Like when the starters start to play, like we saw in New England, saw in some other places, it just means that the guys below them see more time as these guys it kind of filters down. So you have the starters, then the second string, so you have more of the quality players in the game, a chance for a lot more scores, especially in the new NFL where you're not allowed to tackle anymore. Used to not be allowed to play pass defense. Now you're not allowed to tackle. So, of course, at Sports Chat Experts, 15% off using the code PICK15. Anyways, we're going to take the Vikings. You guys know I don't like laying big points in preseason, But I think this is one of those cases where I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Vikings. I'm going to lay the points. That'll be our first pick of today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Yesterday we did kind of like 3 picks, and then we did 2 bonus picks, and I think it worked out okay. We hit the NFL, I don't know. I think we took the Marlins, but it wasn't really a pick. It was kind of just like, I'm taking the Marlins, but it wasn't like advising you guys to take the Marlins. But anyways, use that code PICK15 and get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. Of course, everyone watching us over at YouTube, be sure to check out our Facebook group where the fun continues all day long. Dante here from the 305. Of course, that's where I'm from originally, the 305. Big time Canes fan, and I am stoked for, I believe it's 2 weeks from Sunday. I'll be in Vegas for that one. So if anyone's out in Vegas for the opening of college football weekend or NFL weekend, I will be in Vegas. So be sure to hit me up and hook up and watch a game. Bet some craps. Do whatever you guys want to do. Grab some tacos. You guys know. I do all that stuff. Anyways, let's get to our next free pick. And I'm going to stick with the NFL. I'm going to go with the Raiders. And the reason I'm going with the Raiders is they've already said a lot of their starters are going to play early. It seems that the teams in this second week of preseason, that where the starters have played a lot early, then they have been pretty good. We saw Connor Cook way improved with Gruden's tutelage, play a lot as well, and he looked decent. He's not like our superstar or preseason superstar Cooper Rush or anything, Mr. Preseason, but he is pretty good. And the Raiders, like I said, they've already said all their starters are basically going to play in this game. So the Rams, they have not said their starters are going to play in this game. So you're going to see the Raiders first string against the Rams second and third string. I think you're going to see some problems here for the Rams, at least in the early going. And then, like I said, it all kind of filters down. When they start with the second and third and you're trying to get a look at everybody, well, it just moves on down. It's kind of like when your starting pitcher is out in baseball. And that is what preseason football is all about. So we'll take the Raiders with our second pick. And that'll be our second pick for today's show. Of course, our best bet's always at sportschatexperts.com. And of course, today you can use the discount code PICK15, get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. We'll round the show off with baseball. Of course, a lot going on in baseball. I had one of those rough days yesterday where it's like I was 2-3 in my baseball picks, and one of them was a plus 130 winner and one of them was a minus 130 winner. So I was about minus 100, right? So minus 1 unit in that range as far as ROI goes. I had the Braves. They were, I think, minus 128. I had the A's. They were plus 135. So I was maybe minus 0.93, which to me, I lost the unit, right? We'll round it up. It hurt that much. But just some what you call shit calls in baseball yesterday. Horrific umpiring. It's amazing that even with instant replay, they can't get it right all the time. But anyways, I had the Braves against the Rockies yesterday, and one thing I want to say about that game is I don't understand how the strike zone is 6 feet by 6 feet for one team and 2 inches by 2 inches for the other team. And I know it was a one-sided game. I understand that. Okay, it was a one-sided game. I was on the Braves. I was on the wrong side. I know that. I've lost games before. Right? I understand. But if you give Newcomb a couple of those pitches that you gave Kyle Freeland yesterday, you might have a different game. I mean, anything remotely that the catcher caught was called a strike when Freeland threw it, and anything like outside of a box about this big that Newcomb threw was a ball. And that was the difference in the game. early on. But anyways, I think we go back to that when the Braves and the Rockies sent Zella on the mound for the Rockies, and we have Foltowitz on the mound for the Braves. I'm going to take the Braves here, Foltowitz. I think they bounce back. The Rockies have been red hot, and they've been good on the road all season long. But here's a little tidbit. We've never used that. Is the first time we've ever used that word tidbit on the show. And here's a little tidbit for you about the Atlanta Braves. I know a lot of people are talking about the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's and the St. Louis Cardinals about who are the hottest and best teams in baseball. The best team in baseball this season has been the Atlanta Braves. And I know it's hard for people to fathom this, but they have the best record against the teams with the winning records, is the Braves. So if they can make it to the postseason, they're the team to beat. Because when it comes to beating the good teams, and then when you take it up to the next level, beyond just the teams with winning records, and you take it to the teams that would make the playoffs right now, if the season ended, the Braves have the best record again. And it's not even close. So the Braves, most of their losses come against, the bad losses, and why they're not in at the top of things is they've lost some games to the lousy teams. And that's really where the difference has been. But against the good teams, that's where the Braves generally show up. And the numbers bear that out for the season so far. They have been the best against the good teams. So they are one tough out. I'm going to take the Braves here against the Rockies. That'll be our third pick for today's show. So recapping today's show, our discount code for Sports Chat Experts is PICK15, PICK15. Of course, the newsletter went out today. So we had a free pick in there. Of course, we do the parlay on Saturdays with Craig Trapp. That is out over at Picks and Parlays. And then in the NFL, we took the Minnesota Vikings and the Oakland Raiders. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow. If you have a specific question about a game, the place to ask that is in our Facebook group. Have a great day.